Hi, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Snatchoween. That's for my second look of the year, okay? And I'm a floating head right now because I'm doing a dermatology and drag crossover because I'm going to do a look where looks like I've ripped my face off and showed all my muscles, and I'm going to talk about basically facial musculature in relation to dermatology, especially Botox. Okay, Botox injections. Which muscles we inject for what effect? So it's going to be a kind of a spooky glam look. I'm allergic to something in this room, so I'm just going to go off and take some antihistamines and prep my skin, and I'll be right back. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in a bit. I think I'm not going to bother with face tapes today, but I'm going in and just outlining all different muscle groups. Okay, you're going to start off with the one right on top around the eyes, and this is called orbicularis oculi. Okay, they go all the way around like that. Okay, and they go all the way around the eye, and they basically help you close your eyes. And they're the ones that give you the crow's feet. Okay, and in the middle here, you've got these bellies of these muscles called the procerus. Okay, this is what they call the corrugator complex. Okay, and this part of the body is called the glabella. And this is where you get your frown lines. Okay, and they spread upwards like that. Right into the big muscles here called the frontalis. You're going to draw some bone too, so I'm going to toggle between my white pencil and my brown. Follow all the hollows of my own body, okay, the zygoma. Okay, and in here there's the temporalis, okay, the temple muscle. This helps in chewing. We don't usually inject that for Botox. Okay, and then there are these muscles here that connect to the mouth. Okay, this is zygomaticus. I think this is major. These are basically the muscles that lift the lip. They attach from the zygoma, which is this bone here, into the side of the mouth. No, there's this juicy muscle here called the masseter. This is what gives you your big jawline. And a little muscle that comes off it called the risorius. This is the one that helps you smile. This big sheet of muscle down here called the platysma. Okay, this one goes down to the neck. You've got this muscle here, nasalis. Okay, that goes across the nose and that gives you what they call the bunny lines. And on the other side of the nose, you have this whole bunch of muscles that help to shape your face, all underneath. Okay, so we're just going to be shading those differently. Okay, so that's more or less what it is. Okay, I'm going to fill in these areas with pink and these areas with white. Okay, so now I've mixed up some white foundation with a bit of orange and pink to give this bit of a peach color. And I'm just going to fill in these bone areas. This is going to look a bit like Attack on Titan. And the rest of it, I'm going to fill in with pink. I'm going to try to color in within the lines as much as I can. And this is going to fill in the rest with pink, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I filled in most with pink, and I'm just blending it out very gently, trying not to disrupt the lines that I drew earlier. Okay, it's okay if they smudge a little bit because I'm going to go in and reinforce everything with eyeshadow later. I just want to get some of the blend into all these white areas as well. This foundation is not super full coverage, so by itself it's not. I have to really lay it up to try to cover those brows. Alright, okay, so I'm just going to powder all this. Okay, so now I've powdered everything, set this foundations in place. Okay, it still looks a bit messy, but now I'm going to go eyeshadows and I'm going to blend out all those edges. Okay, going in my Brights 2.0, I'm going to go in the brown and use this flat buffer brush. Okay, and I will be just blending out all these edges. Changing over to smaller brushes for these tighter areas. zygomaticus muscles are on top, so I'm going to shade below those. Now I'm going to go in my red. Okay, bright red, give this pink a more muscly tone. Okay, so going in with the main muscles. Okay, so on top here, they're frontalis. Okay, this is what helps to raise the eyebrows. So as you grow older, you know, these muscles gives you those forehead lines. Okay, so we inject all around here to relax that muscle. Go in with some red. Blend it in the sides like that. Because I laid down the pink, it does half the work for me. Okay, later I'll add in all the striations. This is when it starts coming together a little bit. Okay, so you can see it's starting to take shape. Okay, so frontalis. I think I'm going to need a deeper red, so I'm going on my jade thurwall one here. Okay, so next is your orbicularis oculi. Okay, these are the muscles around the eyes, and these are the ones that give you your crow's feet. Okay, I mentioned earlier. So we inject around this area to relax it. Okay, to prevent the crow's feet from forming there. So this is almost like giving myself a little bit of a halo eye. Okay, going in with the temporalis now. This is the temporalis here. This is muscle, attaches all the way down to the jaw, and it actually is involved in chewing as well. These muscles on the side of the nose actually go all the way down and attach to the top of the lip. Okay, these are called, I think these are the levator labii superioris. There are some people who actually inject these to relax the nose a little bit, to give you a bit of a nose job. And this is, of course, your zygomaticus and the risorius. So that's more or less shading it all in. Okay, I'm just going to finish off this side and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've gone in and I've deepened it up with red, and I'm adding even more dimension with this maroon. Okay, going in with just shading all the brown parts that I did earlier. And now I'm going to go in with all the lines. Okay, I'm going to use my Major Look body paints to go over all that. Mixture of red, whites, and blacks. Got all these really fine tipped paint brushes. Going into my red. So for these lines, I want to take off most of the excess. Okay, and this going in with a very light, almost like a dry brushing technique. You're just going to keep changing your hands to make sure you get the right angles. So basically going to do this all the way around the face. Okay. Maybe I bit off a bit more than I can chew for this one. Just keep going. Striations. Okay, I'm going to do that all around and I'll be right back. So I've added a whole bunch of black lines, and now I'm just putting on some of the eyeshadow just to glam up the eye a bit, so I can put in some lashes. So basically I'm one of these anatomical charts, but all dragged up. Okay, so I'm just going to finish off this face and I'll be right back with the finished look. Alright, and this is the finished look. Okay, so exposed flesh and very demonic looking woman, I guess. Okay, so today's look is a little bit spookier. And this bone straight hair. I really love this hair. I don't wear this hair enough, but you know, today's look calls for it, I think. Alright, so here's a little bit of a tutorial on facial anatomy when it comes to Botox and all that. It's very important to know all the muscles of the face, alright? Yeah, I guess this is a little bit off-putting for some people, not as glam as I thought it would be, but you know, it is Snatchoween after all, alright? So if you like this video, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and ring that bell for notifications, and catch up my show, Quabre Boolesque 3, Little Swap of Horrors. I'm off for rehearsals now, and I'll see you next time. Bye. me right here. Alright, check out my other videos. I did a Franken Barbie look here, and don't forget last year's Snatchoween where I did a whole bunch of Tim Burton looks. Bye.